All right, wrestling fans. Okay, Mike Messier, wrestling fans and haters especially. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation right about now, folks. We're going to have a little talk, okay? For about a year and a half, I've been coming to you straight from the fucking heart, telling you the truth, my truth, as I see it. Some of you have fallen in agreement with me, found yourselves with common bonds with me. Others, quite a few of you, don't agree with me. You question me. You question my knowledge. When I tell you that Dolph Ziggler was never WWE World Heavyweight Champion, you think that I have a problem with Dolph Ziggler. I don't have a problem with Dolph. I have a problem with the fact that his Twitter account says former WWE World Heavyweight Champion when in fact he was never WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He was the World Heavyweight Champion, the big gold belt, the former WCW belt, okay? The SmackDown title for the most part. So I don't like facts being manipulated as a courtesy and as a convenience to people, okay? And when I said that WWE leaving behind their women's roster to go to Saudi Arabia was a big deal, and a lot of you fuckers said, it's not a big deal, Mike. It's just a simple house show. It's just a little house show in a foreign country. Well, now all of a goddamn sudden, they're talking about doing another WrestleMania for these innocent little shows without the women's roster. So who spoke up when the women themselves were under a gag order? I spoke up on their behalf. That's who. Okay? You talk about Cody Rhodes, or Cody without a last name. And he wants to say that when Dusty Rhodes, his father, did a promo in 1986, I believe, against Tully Blanchard, that I raised to everyone's attention, in which Dusty, rest in peace, used homophobia and called Tully Blanchard a homosexual, J.J. Dillon. I raised that point to Cody, who suddenly started backing off his statements on Vince Russo being a homophobe, which isn't true. So who points this shit out? Me. Now where's my tribute from you fans? I don't see any tribute. Maybe you ought to start respecting me, okay? Now the latest travesties. Jeffrey the goddamn Giraffe wrestling in Florida. But okay, folks, it's a con. It's a fucking convention. It's a what is this crap? It's a bunch of people who dress up in costumes, a fantasy con, and they act like wrestlers. Well, it's a very thin, razor-thin line between that and the Young Bucks kicking a kid in the head, okay? Super kicking a child at a birthday party as some type of joke. Like, people are saying, oh, the kid's the next Steve Austin, because no, he's not, okay? The kid's an entitled brat who's getting his bat mitzvah or his fucking birthday party, and he's using these wrestlers, these supposed professionals, as human balloon puppets, balloon animals, okay? So that's what the wrestling world's come to. I don't see Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA 1985 selling to a child, okay? So yeah, wrestling sucks now. It sucks! And you fans are a part of the problem. What else? Nakamura gets bit by a dog? Are you kidding me? That's an actual story that we have to watch? And now the big damn deal is, oh, is Hulk Hogan coming back or not? Well, you know what? I don't think even the mighty Hulk can save professional wrestling now. You know why? It starts with each and every one of you fans. You fans that don't want to listen to your wrestling ancestors who tell you the truth about these matters. You all want to live in your little millennial bubbles, you idiots. I'm telling you the goddamn truth. Trying to educate you fucks. Because maybe out there some the fuck where there's one or two fans who are listening to my words of wisdom and doing something about it. Maybe their little brains are processing. Maybe they're arguing with my mighty statements. But in some little recess of their fucking noggins, they're perhaps making a promotion themselves. Maybe just a little fantasy promotion in their brains, but someday they might have a few wrestlers they can exploit like all the other promoters and put them in a match, in a ring. Okay? So that's where this is headed. Why do you care, Mike? Well, I do. If you don't care about something, why watch it in the first place? I mean, and I wish it was just the WWE and I could turn the channel and see some other wrestling that was good. But you have Sinclair Broadcasting, okay? Look into their values and ethics and their manipulation of the news that you watch. And then you see people like Cody and Dalton Castle and all these guys so proud of the Ring of Honor label, but they're owned by Sinclair, which manipulates the news reports. I'm not making that up, assholes. Okay? Talk about Vince McMahon, such a great guy, such a genius. The genius who's in the back pocket of the president. So, like I said last fucking year, assholes, if you support the WWE, you also support Donald Trump. Why? Because you just fucking do, idiots. I tell you things, you argue, but you don't want to fucking listen. Because you don't like the voice of a fucking authority around here, and that's me. Damn it. So, wrestling assholes, you have your whole goddamn lives to watch wrestling. Your whole fucking lives to sit there and watch men wrestle. Goldberg, I just wrestle around my underwear with other dudes. Why don't you have some goddamn respect for the sport that put a lot of money in your fucking pocket? Huh? Charlotte Flair. Oh, she's such a role model. All these women athletes are such role models, except in Saudi Arabia, right? Where were they protesting? Huh? Huh? They don't protest. Why? Because they don't have the fucking balls. Literally and figuratively. So the point of the fucking matter is this, folks. You're a wrestling fan, you're watching me, and you're getting a little bit angry. You get a little bit heated. A little fire in your goddamn belly. Well, don't take it out on me, assholes. Do something with your goddamn lives. Because every fucking minute that we watch Roman Reigns and his wet hair and his fucking vest wrestle around, last night, they get a fucking air balloon on the fucking table that Kevin Owens goes in. And everybody sees it. Oh, we just here's a photograph of the fucking balloon on the table, the fucking safety landing. And people are like, oh, it's no big deal. I mean, they've tainted and they've wiped their goddamn smelly ass on professional wrestling so hard that it makes me sick. Each and every one of you fans that tolerates crappy wrestling, Sami Callihan with a baseball bat. Tough guy, right? But 2 years ago, pal, you're sticking your thumb up somebody's ass. Along with Jushin Liger, Tommaso Ciampa, Mr. fucking Sneaker Guy, and everybody else. Tough guy with a baseball bat, but he sticks his thumb up a man's ass in the middle of the ring. Great. Great values, people. You're all fucking pathetic and sick and sad and disgusting. And what makes me sad is that my life, I've put so much energy, not all of my fucking energy, when I'm not acting with Meryl Streep and Sybil Shepherd and Wesley Snipes and Mario Van Peebles and Frances McDormand, okay? But when I'm putting my energy, my spare time into this thing we used to call professional wrestling, and I see what a fucking disgrace it is, you ought to be ashamed!